good evening to you. Welcome to Sectional Championship action from the Abington-Avon Sectional on Central Illinois Sports. It's the 25-8 Camp Point Central Panthers and the 32-3 Illini Bluffs Tigers with a chance to play into the Elite Eight with a victory tonight for these two teams in a rematch of last year's sectional championship. That game played at Bushnell, where Illini Bluffs came out the winner but then fell in heartbreaking fashion in the Super Sectional to the eventual state champion Waterloo Jabot Hawks. They're on a mission this season to get back to the bowl and get that victory and play into the Final Four, but Camp Point Central is trying to put an end to those plans. Alongside my good friend Brian Shoemaker, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. A packed house here at Abington-Avon, Tornado Alley as they call it, and it should be a fun atmosphere for this 1A sectional championship. We'll talk about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Now that the new year is upon us, it's time to focus on the important things, like Wi-Fi, strong connections, and high speed. This is the perfect time to tell you to call Cascom today. We specialize in all of those important needs. With our high-speed fiber optic service, we make your life easier. Whether that's online streaming, gaming, or just wanting good local TV channels, we have it all. So give us a call today at 1-800-252-1799.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Welcome back to Abington and the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank serving the region with the banking service you need close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The Central Panthers, the Illini Bluffs Tigers, a catfight here tonight. And Brian Shoemaker, we did this game last year when they matched up in the sectional. Illini Bluffs came out the victor there. They're a team that only graduated one player from that team. Now, a very, very good player, by the way, graduating from that squad. But they have come back and have reloaded again this year. 32 wins for Clay Vass's Tigers squad.
Well, they graduated one of the best players last year. They returned one of the best players, presumptively in the entire state, in Class 1A in Hank Alvey. The 6'9 center has committed to Lehigh University in the Division I ranks. He's scoring 18.1 points a game, grabs 10 rebounds a contest. He's everything you want in a traditional big man. Charlie moves very well without the ball that we've seen many times throughout the season. Has a really nice soft touch for a big man inside. And of course, with those big long arms and that big height, makes things very difficult inside for the rest of those people trying to get to the cup.
But this team for Illini Bluffs is much more than just the Hank Alvey show.
They really are. This team boasts height, Charlie, and maybe one of the tallest lineups in the entire state of Illinois. You look at guys like forward Wyatt Hindle. He stands 6'4". Toby Cooper 6'3". Devin White is 6'3". They've still got a couple of other pretty decent-sized guys in the guard positions. This is a team that's going to make it very, very difficult tonight for Camp Point Central. They're going to have to find a way to knock down some outside shots and maybe try to extend this defense here tonight against the Tigers.
These two teams have some common opponents. Of course, they both played in the Macomb Holiday Basketball Tournament during the Christmas holiday, but they both got very, very familiar with West Hancock Titans this year.
They have really went at it with West Hancock here. Camp Point Central, of course, 1-2 against West Hancock. And Illini Bluffs in a surprising loss at the start of the season in what was a very competitive Bushnell Prairie City tournament also fell to West Hancock. Now, of course, let's give West Hancock credit, Charlie. Probably one of the best 2A teams in our area that turned out to be in the season for the Titans. They also ended up falling to Macomb, who at this point is leading going into the third quarter of the sectional championship at Canton. So it's a team that has played some tough competition. They have not lost to a 1A team all season, Charlie. And here's the bigger kicker. They have not won a game by less than 10 points only one time this season. That was a 38-36 win over Peoria Christian, the same team that they just pounded by 25 points on Wednesday night.
They have not lost a game since the calendar flipped to 2024. And you remember where they were a year ago. We talked about that heartbreaking loss at the Bowl, a game the Illini Bluffs led throughout most of it, and then Jabot came storming back in that game, took the win and took the title. And if you're Illini Bluffs, you had to be sitting there going, that should have been us.
Clay Vass told WEEK Television in Peoria, this is the redemption tour. It didn't start out that way during Thanksgiving, but these boys have been focused all season long. They've always had faith in themselves. The early losses didn't bring them down. Many people around the state, when they first lost those two games, said, what's happening with Illini Bluffs? What's going on? Well, obviously, they just need a little time to get started because they've had a big winning streak here tonight. Coming into this contest, they probably feel and look as confident as any team we've seen all season. And I think from what Clay Vass says, they feel a little bit relaxed. They know the pressure's on them, but they've come out and performed very well so far here in the postseason.
This Camp Point Central squad, I'm not going to say it's a surprise that they're here, but they lost some pretty decent firepower to graduation last year. They got a late start due to winning the football state championship. But what you know about this Camp Point Central team and this group of seniors specifically is that all they've done in their career, no matter what it is win.
Well, and they trust the process that James Barnett has in place. When they lost a couple of games in the middle of the season, back-to-back nights to Mendon Unity and Griggsville Perry, James Barnett said it out loud. We aren't playing our best basketball right now, but we will. The boys believe they had a rough 6-game and 7-night stretch that included games against Van Far out of Missouri, against Quincy Notre Dame, and other tough challenges, all along with Pittsfield, which is always a dogfight when the Panthers and the Sockies get together. But they've trusted themselves. They've believed in the senior leadership in Nick Moore and Drew Paben and Gavin Blewett, and now they find themselves back in this rematch tonight.
And they are a team that has been undersized a lot this season. Tonight, it's probably more glaring than what they're used to, but it's not like that's a new experience for this group.
No, we talk about it, and of course, you talk about the fight they had in football. Drew Paben was never the biggest kid on the football field, but by gosh, he played like it. Nick Moore has played way above his height, just in the way he carries himself on the field and the way he acts on the field. Gavin Blewett is not the tallest forward in the mix, but by gosh, he's got some hops and he can get up. And if he can find himself in open space in the paint, he'll be able to elevate. And of course, that's going to be big tonight as Camp Point Central is going to have to find a way to at least keep the rebounding total close.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Fans still filing in here, and what's going to be a jam-packed to the rafters crowd. Glad you've chosen to spend some time with us as well, wherever you're watching from on Central Illinois Sports. We pause on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We come back with keys to the game next.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Cranberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Camp Point Central Panthers and the Illini Bluffs Tigers in this sectional championship game. The winner moves on to play at the Jacksonville Bowl in the Super Sectional against the winner of West Central and Calhoun, as those two teams are matching up in the North Green Sectional in Whitehall. Another game that you can watch live on Central Illinois Sports with Jack and John Hull, along with young Mr. Colby Pratt helping them out on the camera tonight. Other games in 1A this evening. It's Hayworth and Lexington at the Salt Fork Sectional. At Chicago Orr, it's Marshall and Hope Academy. At Effingham St. Anthony, Arcola and Centralia Christ Our Rock Lutheran, just like they drew it up there.
Just like they drew it up.
Mounts Meridian and Jabot, the reigning champion at the North City Omaha Infield Sectional. Serena and Aurora Christian at Harvest Christian Academy. Lanark Eastland and Pecatonica are playing at Hanover River Ridge. But here it's Illini Bluffs and Camp Point Central. And Brian, let's talk about some keys to the game in this contest. First of all, for the Illini Bluffs Tigers.
For Illini Bluffs, I think it's really simple. You've got to win the rebounding more. Now, that sounds pretty easy when your lineup is as tall as it is, but we will remind you, as we've reminded many of us that watch Camp Point Central Athletics, these kids will fight it out every step of the way, and it's not going to be as easy as you think. They also need to let the big guys be the big guys on nights like this. Hank Alvey is going to have to set the tone often and early here for Illini Bluffs. And if you're the Tigers, don't get falling in love with the three tonight. They shoot about 34% from three. They shoot 50% from inside the arc, Charlie. Go with what wins the basketball game for you tonight, especially for the much heavily favored Tigers.
For Camp Point Central, the heavy underdog in this contest, what will it take for Camp Point Central to have a chance at the end of this one?
Camp Point Central's got to stay out of foul trouble. That's first and foremost. Just like many 1A teams, Charlie, they aren't exceptionally deep. You're going to see guys like Caden Niekamp, Cole Peterson, Robert Gooding, and others come off the bench in small increments here tonight. But the big three cannot afford to be on the bench for an extended period of time tonight. Nick Moore's got to set the tone for the Panthers. He's got to knock down some shots early. Drew Pabin needs to be just enough of a disruptor without causing issue in that offensive flow for the team. And, of course, Gavin Blewett has got to find some opportunities to go up against Hank Alvey. Maybe he can get the big 6'9" guy in foul trouble. That would be a big benefit for the guys in the white jerseys tonight.
We are looking forward to it. We hope you're looking forward to watching along with us here on Central Illinois Sports. This game brought to you by many of our great sponsors. And let's pause on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show to hear from some of those folks now.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome. And then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain, to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
The teams have gone to their respective benches. The fans are starting to rise for the national anthem. We will have the anthem for you as well when we come back. The Farm and Home Supply starting lineups, Camp Point Central and Illini Bluffs sectional championship on Central Illinois Sports.
Here with Evan from DeWalt, talking about DeWalt Day Super Sale at your local Farm and Home Supply for 1 week only, starting on February 26th. Evan, what are you excited about?
Well, first off, we have a Bear Tool BOGO. Buy any Bear Tool, from a chainsaw to a drill, get a free 5 amp hour battery.
That's right, you buy 2 Bear Tools and you get 2 batteries plus a charger free. Evan, what else?
We also have a storage door buster here. Check out the Tough System 2.0 tower with a 2-drawer unit for only $199.
Plus, we're having a tape measure standout contest at your local Farm and Home Supply on Saturday, March 2nd. Go to farmandhomesupply.com for all the details.
It is time to take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups, from snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs. Nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Find the location nearest you or online at farmandhomesupply.com. For the Illini Bluffs Tigers, Clay Bass's team, 32-3 on the season. They'll start at a guard. He's a 5'9 junior. That's Jaden Washington. At a second guard, he's a 6'4 senior, number 11, Wyatt Hindle. And the third guard, he is the 6'3 junior, Devin White. At a forward, he is a 6'4 junior, Toby Cooper. And in the middle, the 6'9 senior, 44, Hank Alvey. Alvey, Cooper, White, Hindle, and Washington for the Illini Bluffs Tigers. Tigers will be wearing the visiting orange uniforms with the black numbers and white trim. Really big contingent of Illini Bluffs Tiger fans in attendance in both the lower and upper areas of this gymnasium. And it's a packed house and a loud crowd, and we're about to meet the starters for the home team. That's the Camp Point Central Panthers. James Barnett, their head coach, 25-8 in the season. They'll start at a guard. He's a 6' senior, number 3, Nick Moore. At a second guard, he is the 5'9 senior, 24, Drew Paben. And the third guard is the 6' junior, 33, Elijah Ginnenbacher. At a forward, he's a 6' sophomore, 32, Caden Niekamp. And at the other forward, the 6'3 senior, number 21, Gavin Blewett. Ginnenbacher, Niekamp, Paben, and Moore for the Camp Point Central Panthers.
Charlie, this gymnasium, according to the sign, says they hold 2,370 people maximum capacity. We aren't far off of that.
There are a lot of folks in attendance here tonight to watch this game in person, as it should be when you get to this level.
Camp Point Central has had a busy week of travel. Charlie, the girls made the Super Sectional to Vandalia. That's 3 hours south. This is about an hour and 30 minutes north, and they've been here twice. A lot of miles in the car this week in Camp Point.
Camp Point Central in the home white uniforms with the black numbers and old gold trim. Hank Albee already at the center circle, ready to jump in the middle for Illini Bluffs. He'll meet Gavin Blewett near the center line, and we're just about ready for tip-off on Central Illinois Sports. Referees are ready to roll. So are the fans, so are the players, and the tip is up and controlled by Illini Bluffs. Tigers with the basketball on the attack for the first time as Washington has it way out front against the man-to-man of Camp Point Central. Free throw line, Coates gets a good look there, can't get it to roll, and the rebound down to Nick Moore. Good look that time for Toby Cooper, not Coates. How about Cooper? Coates graduated a year ago. Tremendous player, though. As you could tell, very memorable. Here's Ginnenbacher, works out to Niekamp. Now back to Ginnenbacher left side. Ginnenbacher hit a couple of big threes early for Central in their win on Tuesday night. Blew it from the free throw line. That shot in and out, no good. And Albee has the rebound for the Tigers.
Not a bad look for Blewett, able to get up and elevate, just kind of went in and out of the rim that time.
Not a bad look for either squad, honestly. They kind of got to the spot they wanted to get to. As White has the basketball, and they'll say that's a 5-second call, closely guarded, and a turnover. Kind of an unforced error by Illini Bluffs as they were trying to get the offense in motion.
Just a little too patient there, and of course Camp Point Central is not going to give you a lot of room to breathe, whether you're holding the basketball or on the opposite end of the floor.
Just underway here in quarter number one. Both teams trying to get settled in here as the ball knocked loose off of Moore and a turnover as it heads right back the other direction.
Illini Bluffs is long, they're lengthy. Those hands are going to be in the passing lanes, kind of similar to how Camp Point Central likes to play defensively as well. It's going to be a challenge tonight for the Panthers.
Washington with the basketball, gets it to White near the sideline, left side. Gets the ball screen from Albee. Going around the pick and roll action of the 6'9 senior. Now he'll work it out top to Cooper. Pass down low, Hindle gets free, leans back, can't get it. Got it back, shot no good. Fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Looks like Pavin's going to get whistled for the foul. It'll be his first, team first of the contest. As Hindle will step to the free throw line for the first attempts of the evening by either squad.
Ooh, no, they're going to call this on the floor.
Oh, it's on the floor, excuse me.
Wowzers. So ball out of bounds underneath here for Illini Bluffs. Albee gets it out top to White. Pass to Albee. Gonna go to work. Now kicks it back out to Hindle. Three. Rims it out. No good. There's Cooper for the putback up and in. Toby Cooper puts the Illini Bluffs on the board. 6:33 to play in the first on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
This team likes to grab a lot of rebounds, Charlie. They've also grabbed a lot of offensive rebounds this season, and they grabbed one there as we're going to get a foul against Illini Bluffs.
Going to go against Washington on the reach. His first, team first. Ball to bounce to Camp Point Central, opposite the scorer's table in the front court. 2-0 the early Illini Bluffs advantage. Central trying to get the ball in. They do to Moore on the left side. He's guarded by the outstanding junior, Devin White. Works off of the screen, does Moore. Fakes, now puts it up from the free throw line. Bottom of the net for Moore, and ties the game up. And 2 points apiece.
Exactly the type of shooting tone that Nick Moore needs to set here. Get into that free throw line. That's been a signature shot of his all season long.
Well, and he's going to have to score, let's be honest, a bunch in this game, Brian.
Yes.
Here's Hindle. He's going to try to work out against the size advantage he has on Pavin. Right side, Cooper for the three from the corner, no good. Another offensive rebound, though, as Devin White got it, and he's fouled on the floor.
Second foul against the Panthers here already in the first quarter. That one is going to go against Ginnenbacher. It'll be his first, team second. Cole Peterson's going to check in for the first time tonight. The 6-foot senior will sit down for Caden Niekamp.
They're trying to get lined up here on the offensive side. Cole Peterson says, I'd like to step in between these guys. And Toby Cooper says, you can't get in here. They have to give him an opportunity to be between. And now they're going to have a little shoving, and this is going to be a turnover on a push by Cooper.
Cooper will get whistled for the foul. It's going to be his first personal. That'll be the team second, much to the dismay of the Illini Bluffs fans. second turnover against the Tigers. It'll be Camp Point Central basketball with length of the floor to go here.
You could see Toby Cooper frustrated with that call. He and Albie were very, very close. Would not let the defender in between, and then he kind of shoved off to trying to get open. So a turnover on the Illini Bluffs Tigers. 2-2 the score. Camp Point Central looking for their first lead of the day as Moore has it on the right side. Works off the Peterson screen. Missed him on the roll. Now atop the Ginnenbacher. Tries to turn the corner. In the air, gets it to Paben. Paben drives down low. He's the smallest guy on the court. Free throw line. Ginnenbacher jump shot good and makes it a 4-2 Camp Point Central lead on the first two of this contest by the junior Elijah Ginnenbacher.
Nice patience by the Panthers. They're waiting for the opportunity, not forcing anything so far, and Ginnenbacher gets the open look.
Wide off the Albie screen. Drives in, runs over the man. They'll call a block.
Block will go against the Panthers as the Tigers will step to the charity stripe. And the foul is going to go against Paben, I believe is what we just saw there. As there's not a number 22 on the floor. There it is. That's going to be Paben's second already.
Paben. That's a big one.
And that's a big foul here. Second, team third. And stepping to the free throw line here for Illini Bluffs as they missed the first one.
It's Devin White on the
Devin
miss.
White. Thank you.
Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. And now football. And neither one is going to count.
A couple of miscues here early by Illini Bluffs is checking in for the first time. Here's going to be Caden Lohmeyer, the senior guard, Charlie. And we'll expect to see these guys in a little bit of maybe a regular rotation tonight for Camp Point Central.
Moore gets it on the inbounds of the backcourt. Central leading 4-2 in the early part of this opening period. On the right side, Ginnenbacher works off the screen from Peterson. Gets to the elbow, out to Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer might have got away with steps there. Works it off to Moore. Moore against White. Out to Ginnenbacher. Drives in. Little float over the top of Albie. Up and in for two. Ginnenbacher with 4. And it's a 4-point Camp Point Central lead. 6-0 run by this Central Panther squad.
A great start for Ginnenbacher and exactly what the Panthers need to take a little bit of pressure off the big three in the scoring column.
Here's a pass down low, and Cole Peterson going to be called for a holding foul as he was trying to corral Hank Albie.
It'll be Peterson's first, team fourth. Illini Bluffs will be in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter here with 4:35.
But that was the first time Hank Albie was going to get a touch on the offensive side. I know this team has a lot of weapons, but it starts and ends with Albie, right?
It does.
Here's a drive in by White. Gets it back from Albie, trying to post up underneath. Turnaround shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Trying to go back up with it. Won't fall. Rebound tipped off of Blewett. It'll stay on this end with the Tigers.
We talked about the elevation opportunities for Gavin Blewett. Just got up enough and got that hand just in the position to alter that shot enough not to go in.
Out of bounds, Hindle will throw it in for the orange-clad Tigers. Gets it into Albie. Albie going to work. Had it knocked away, but they'll say that's because he was fouled. And the 15th foul against Camp Point Central, less than halfway through. Quarter number 1 will send Hank Albie to the free throw line.
Foul should go against Lohmeyer. That's going to be his first, team 5th, as Albie will step to the free throw line here for Illini Bluffs. Still in the early going of this one, 6-2 lead for Camp Point Central on the PCRE Real Estate Auction scoreboard as Albie's first free throw is up and good, his first points of the evening.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction, your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois and Northeast Missouri. PCRERealestate.com or 217-285-5800.
Clay Vass says he believes Hank Albie is one of the best big men in Class 1A. We believe it too as he knocks down both free throws, and it's a 6-4 contest.
6-4 score. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the opening period. Here's Ginnenbacher, right side 3. It's off the iron, no good. Albie secures the board, his second. Works the outlet pass to Hindle. He'll work it toward the front court, trying to tie or take the lead are the Tigers. Left side White, works off the Albie screen. Gets downhill, right side Hindle. Good look, free ball from the corner, no good. Another offensive rebound though here for Illini Bluffs.
2 offensive rebounds already for Toby Cooper. They've got already 5 in the contest, Charlie.
Washington off of the screen. He'll work it down low. That's to Albie, trying to go to work in the paint. Finds the cutter in Cooper, who puts it up and in for 2 and ties the game up at 6 points apiece.
Cooper's got 4.
6-all the score after a 6-0 Camp Point Central run. A 4-0 answer by Illini Bluffs. Lohmeyer with it. Lost his footing and is going to turn it over here. As we'll see into the contest for Camp Point Central is Robert Gooding, the 6'3 senior. He'll replace Cole Peterson. Trying to keep fresh legs on the floor, and with Drew Pavin with 2 fouls in the early going and a not deep bench for Camp Point Central. They're going to need some big minutes out of some of these guys that don't see a lot of minutes on a regular basis. And now we'll have a foul on Gooding as he was trying to guard Alvey. He'll head back to the free throw line.
Gooding will pick up his first. Alvey will head back to the free throw line for 2 more tries here with 3:15 left to go in the first quarter, as Hank Alvey will step to the free throw line. Alvey, the Division I recruit to Lehigh University. As the first one comes up out of the right hand and down, it's good. He's got all 3 points so far from the free throw line.
We first saw Hank Alvey as a sophomore at the Macomb Holiday Tournament. He was a little lankier at that time. He's really filled out into his frame, and he is going to be a guy that just keeps improving, Brian. I don't think we've even seen close to this young man's ceiling.
No, once they get him in the weight room, really start to get him in a physical stature for Division I basketball, he should be a ton.
Here's Genenbacher, fakes the 3, off of the screen from Gooding. Trying to back in against Alvey. He'll work it out to Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer on the dribble. Has picked it up against Washington. A good defense there. Clay Bass really likes Washington on the defensive side especially.
Said he's the defensive spear for this team. He usually likes to get up in somebody's grill and not give them very much range, as Lohmeyer's 3 is up and no good, and Alvey will come down with the rebound. That'll be his 3rd.
8-6 Illini Bluffs with the lead and the basketball now, looking to add to their 2-point advantage. Right side Hindle. Looks in the corner to Cooper. 3, it's no good. 3s have not been the friend of Illini Bluffs, even though they've gotten some good looks, as Blewett comes away with the rebound, and he'll be called for carrying the basketball. A turnover on Camp Point Central is their 3rd.
A couple of unfortunate turnovers here for Camp Point Central as Lohmeyer and Blewett commit these turnovers, and it's going to be a chance for Illini Bluffs to extend upon this lead.
We see Evan Walker into the game. Walker is a 6'1 freshman for Camp Point Central, as they're trying to keep a rotation guarding Hank Alvey. Maybe try to wear him down. It's going to be the first time somebody's tried that against Alvey. Down low, it's going to be an offensive foul called against Cooper.
Blewett able to get the position, never really budged at all as Cooper just really barreled into him. It'll be a turnover as we get to show it there on the Northwestern Mutual replay. It's the 3rd turnover against Illini Bluffs in the quarter.
So the offensive foul and the turnover will allow a substitute into the game, Cole McCoy, the 6'2 junior for Illini Bluffs, for the first time in this contest, as he'll sit Cooper down with those 2 fouls.
McCoy's a solid defender. He can also knock down the long-range 3 if needed. We'll see if he gets a touch on the offensive side.
Here's Genenbacher looking on the left side to Blewett. They have blanketed Nick Moore the last couple of possessions. Here's a runner by Blewett, no good. Alvey with another rebound, already 4, with a minute 51 to play in the first period.
Alvey always averages about a double-double a contest. He's usually grabbing 10 boards a night. He'll have an opportunity to grab plenty here against the Panthers.
White works off the bounce, drives in against Moore, gets to the window and in for 2. Devin White with another basket. And makes it 10-6. Tigers on top. A 4-point lead ties their biggest of the contest. Moore going to launch a 3, no good. And a lot of one-and-done opportunities for Camp Point on the offensive side, as Alvey grabs another board.
We've seen Camp Point Central be patient on these offensive touches. Maybe a quick shot there. Maybe Moore was feeling it. Sometimes you've just got to let a senior shoot.
White with it on the wing left side. Dribbles to the free throw line. Goes to Alvey behind the arc. He'll drive against the freshman and Walker. And a foul called here, and to the free throw line is Hank Alvey for already the 3rd time this evening.
Walker will pick up the foul, just his first, as Alvey will step back for free throw attempts number 5 and 6 here in the quarter for Illini Bluffs. While he does that, we remind you about the Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404, as the first one up from Alvey is good. He's got 5 points, all from the charity stripe.
In a world of basketball that doesn't have a traditional post player very much, Hank Alvey is kind of a unicorn these days, Brian.
He really is, and in 1A basketball, Charlie, it is a very wonderful unicorn to have found at the end of the rainbow, as both free throws are good for Alvey. He's got 6 points, 6 from 6 from the free throw line.
12-6 score with a minute to play here in quarter number 1. Moore shouts some instructions out from near the half-court line. Camp Point Central led 6-2 at one point in this contest. And since that point have been outscored 10-0. Moore with it with 41 seconds to play in the first. No doubt that if you're Camp Point Central, you want to try to shorten the game with some of these longer possessions, but you can't come up empty as many times in a row as they have here.
No, we've really got 30 seconds to figure this out. A big basket as the Panthers can get a little 2-for-1 opportunity here to start the second.
Moore trying to keep the ball in his possession here. Now he'll break the 5 count. And no, he won't break the 5 count. So that'll be a turnover on Camp Point Central. It's their fourth. 17.9 seconds to play in the first. A 6-point lead, and now the basketball back the way of the Illini Bluffs Tigers.
3 of these turnovers, Charlie, just not the way you want to turn the ball over if you're going to do it, I don't think.
I've never heard of a good way to turn it over.
Well, I haven't either, but maybe there are ones that are better than others. Just bear with us.
High ball screen for White. Right side, Hindle 3, yes. Hindle from downtown. Ginnenbacher launches a 3-quarter court shot, no good. And after one, it's the Illini Bluffs Tigers ending the quarter on a 13-0 run. They lead Camp Point Central 15-6.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Camp Point Central shoots 3 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 2 from long range. They have not been to the charity stripe here so far in the first quarter, Charlie. On the opposite side for Illini Bluffs, 3 of 13 from the floor, 1 of 6 from behind the arc, and 6 of 8 from the, or 6 of 6, 6 of 8, from the free throw line as they lead 15-6.
Camp Point Central has the basketball in their possession to start quarter number 2, and you see Drew Pabin out there, even though he's got 2 fouls. They believe that this could be some really crucial moments the first couple of minutes of this second quarter. A 13-0 run right now by Illini Bluffs has opened this up to a 9-point lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard, their biggest of the night, and now a hand check going to be called on Devin White.
For White, it'll be his first, team first of the quarter against Illini Bluffs as we're just underway here in the second. And you talk about it, Charlie, every second counts here in this sectional championship. Pabin still out on the floor for Camp Point Central as he'll receive the inbound pass and bring it across the time stripe here in Tornado Alley.
Right side Moore. Takes it over in the pass to Ginnenbacher. Defense for Illini Bluffs really not coming out much behind that 3-point arc other than on Moore. Right side Ginnenbacher. And you talk about the height of this team, but the length overall on the defensive side also really causes problems for their opponents on this end of the court as Ginnenbacher tries the quick jump shot and he gets it to go. Elijah Ginnenbacher's got an early 6 and makes it a 15-8 game and ends the 13-0 scoring run for Illini Bluffs.
Ginnenbacher's got 6. They've really got to find Pabin and Blewett to get some baskets here.
Albie, Hendel, White, Washington, and McCoy to start the second quarter for Illini Bluffs. McCoy has it left side. Free throw line to Devin White. Going to go to Albie down low in the paint. They got it deep where they wanted him. Hank Albie has an early 8 to make it 17-8.
Albie's just so tough to stop when he gets that close to the basket.
Here's Payman. Kicks it on the baseline to Niekamp. Niekamp does not want to take the shot there. Now out top to Ginnenbacher. Directs some traffic as Nick Moore trying to get free of the defender and White, who's done a good job blanketing him. Now here's Moore on a runner, no good, but he'll draw the foul and shoot 2 free throws.
Nick Moore will head to the free throw line for the first time tonight here for Camp Point Central as the foul is going to get whistled against Hank Albie. It'll be his first, team second for Illini Bluffs as Moore will try to step to the free throw line here, knock down some critical free throws in that sectional semifinal the other night.
First one by Moore is good. His third point of the game, as you saw in the Northwestern Mutual replay, thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team at Northwestern Mutual for being our replay sponsor. That Albie just kind of didn't give Moore a place to land that time, which was why he was called for the infraction, as Moore makes both.
Moore's got 4, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe.
Makes it a 7-point game with 6:07 to play in the half. Hindle works it across to Washington. Defender flies by. Washington drives in, gets caught in the air, and a foul is going to be called here on one of the Camp Point Central Panthers, and we'll see Washington head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Niekamp will get the foul for Caden Niekamp. That'll be his first, team first of the quarter against Camp Point Central as Washington heads to the charity stripe. 4.2 points a game, 1.5 rebounds, the real defensive leader of this team tonight for Illini Bluffs. First one out of the right hand and down through the net is good for Washington.
Tigers very, very good from the free throw line. As just the 2 misses tonight, one of those was on a football.
Washington eyes up the second. Loud crowd from Camp Point student section tries to distract him. They do, and Genenbacher will grab the rebound. For him, it's just his first of the contest.
Pabin brings it into the front court for Central. On the right side, that's to Moore. Eyes up his defender. Now gets drawn off on the switch to Albie. On the switch back, he takes advantage before the rotation can happen. And Moore with the left hand shot off the window is good. He's got 6.
Moore just able to see the court, and he's really patient, even when it doesn't look like it. Just that little bit of hesitation, Charlie opens up the lane for him.
White with it off of the screen from Albie. Drives inside. Euro step shot no good. Rebound down to Blewett. He'll work it to Pabin. Pabin quickly into the front court for Central. His pull-up jump shot is good. Kind of looked like he got caught in the air between a pass and a shot, but it goes in for his first bucket of the game. It cuts the Illini Bluffs lead down to 4.
Everything's starting to get a little momentum, starting to shift here towards the Panthers midway through the second.
Well, and when you're Illini Bluffs, this is the time you get it to Albie underneath. Hindle with it. Albie fighting hard for position. He's got it. He'll go up and in for 2.
He's got 10, and that's a hard-earned 10 so far.
Just does such a nice job to get position. Uses his body to shield the defender away. Is now Genenbacher on the drive. Leans back, no good. Gets it back. Shot up, no good. Fouled. And Elijah Genenbacher heads to the free throw line.
Genenbacher grabs an offensive rebound, and he'll head to the charity stripe after the second try as the foul is going to get whistled against number 15. That is going to be Cole McCoy. That's going to be his first. Team third of the quarter here against Illini Bluffs. Genenbacher to the free throw line. His first tries from the charity stripe tonight. First one is up and no good.
Into the contest, Cole Peterson for Camp Point Central as Niekamp takes a chair.
Alvey on that last try, Charlie, up against Caden Niekamp, and Niekamp just a sophomore, but we know from the football field he's no slouch offensively. That's got to be a fight in there for Alvey.
Josh Vaughn has checked in, the 6'2 senior for Illini Bluffs.
He's also a three-point threat for this team. A nice baseball player, Charlie. He'll be going to Bradley next year. Bradley University.
I don't know anybody that I know of that came out of that school.
Nothing good.
4:38 to play in the half.
Genenbacher's got 7 points after the made free throw.
You got those student loans paid off yet?
Oh, man, that's another story for another day.
Another 20 years or so, you'll probably have it, right?
How many more games can we do on Central Illinois Sports this year?
Not enough. Here's a lob down low. Alvey, just the biggest bully on the playground, gets it for another 2.
Alvey's got a dozen.
He's got 12, and his team leads by 7, 22-15 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Genenbacher with it off of the screen from Peterson. Dribble drive in. Going to go at Alvey. He says he's a pretty good sized lad. Block. Rebound down to Genenbacher. He'll bring it back out now to Moore. Moore near the volleyball spike line. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. Ball handoff goes to Pabin. Pabin trying to get downhill. Off of his feet, but the pass goes to Peterson. Now back to Pabin. Pabin, top of the key, Blewett. He'll put it on the dribble now with the spin. Back to his left. Shot up high. Glass is good. Good at geometry and basketball is Blewett as he's got his first 2.
What a tough take for Blewett. These shots that Camp Point Central, Charlie, usually able to get some separation on in the paint. Nice job by Illini Bluffs, really not letting it happen so far.
Here's Vaughn with the basketball. Works it across the top of the key to Hindle. Now in the hands of Washington. Looking down low for Alvey. Can't find him yet. White wants the ball screen. Now White on the dribble drive. Banged around, no call. And off the steal, Paven gets bumped, and they'll call that a foul. And I agree that Clay Vass has a legitimate gripe here. If Washington wasn't fouled there, or excuse me, if White wasn't fouled there, then I don't know that you can call one on the defender when Paven gets a little bump.
Fourth turnover against the Tigers. Devin White picks up his second foul, team fourth of the quarter here. It'll be Camp Point Central ball as Niekamp will inbound just in front of his own bench.
White stays on the floor as they did not get the sub in time, so he'll want to be careful and not pick up a critical third foul. Moore with the basketball against Washington. Over to Paven, deep in the corner. Vaughn comes out to play the defense on him. Now back to Moore. Moore on the baseline drive. Kicks it off right side. Ginnenbacher, three, no good. Rebound is loose and secured by Blewett as Ginnenbacher kept it alive. To Moore, left side three. Buries it. He buries it from the left side. And it makes it 22-20 as Camp Point Central takes advantage of a second chance opportunity.
Panthers' first long-range shot goes down from Moore. He's got 9.
Albee with it between the circles. Works it near the sideline to Hindle. Hindle off of the Albee screen. Dribble drive in against Ginnenbacher. Finds the cutter in White. White over the front of the rim, no good. Rebound down into the hands of Blewett. His third of the contest. And Camp Point Central could tie or take the lead. Paven on the drive. Right side to Moore. Moore off the bounce. He'll now pull things back out a bit, direct some traffic. The floor general, the senior, the quarterback for this Camp Point Central team. Under 2 minutes to play in the first, and what's all of a sudden became a pretty tight ball game once again. Ginnenbacher works against Hindle. Now out to Moore. Moore with it, looks to James Barnett and says, what do you want? All right, let's go. Now Paven, right side Moore. Left alone for three for a moment, turns down the shot. Over to Niekamp, now Ginnenbacher. He'll pass in the corner to Moore. Wide open three for the lead. That's good. Nick Moore tickles the twine from 19-9, and it makes it 23-22. Camp Point Central back on top as we get an Adams Network timeout. For fast, reliable internet that doesn't buffer, it's Adams Fiber. Visit followthefiber.net.
Illini Bluffs takes the Adams Network timeout, providing the ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet package speeds up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never buffer while watching sectional championship action on Central Illinois sports. Visit followfiber.net to learn more about Adams Network and Adams Fiber.
Timeout by Illini Bluffs. It looked like they were starting to run away with this one. An 8-0 run by Camp Point Central, including a 3 by Nick Moore from the right wing, has given Camp Point Central the lead right back in what is our third lead change of the contest.
Moore, of course, with 12 points now to help pace Camp Point Central. Charlie, he's got to set the tone, and he has here late in the second quarter. We'll see how the rest of the Panthers respond as they're really starting to pick things up on the defensive side as Niekamp already banging down with Albee.
Right side with it is Hindle, looking in the paint. Works the screen now from Albee. Pulls up for a 3, and the answer no good. Rebound tip into the hands of Niekamp. 1 minute to play in the first half. Camp Point Central the lead and the basketball. And if you're James Barnett, if you could, you'd like to hold for one shot here, I bet. Now they got into some trouble in the first quarter in this similar situation with a 5-second call. They'll say that breaks the 5 count, but you got to be careful here if you're Paven, who now needs to pick it up. Does so to Moore just in the nick of time.
Yeah, Washington's not going to give you an inch to breathe here.
35 seconds to play in the half. Back out to Paven, guarded by the much taller Hindle. Hindle is 6'4", Paven is not. James Barnett now would like to call a timeout, and he'll take it with 25.4 seconds to play in the half. The Adams Fiber timeout, 25.4 seconds to play in the half. Don't you dare go anywhere.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with God, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
For reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you, Adams Fiber is local and provides the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more about our friends at Adams Network and Adams Fiber.
25.4 seconds to play in the half out of the Camp Point Central timeout. The Panthers will have the basketball, leading 23-22.
Well, Charlie, you've got an opportunity here to close things out on a real high note. Nick Moore would be the obvious guy to take a look at, but maybe they can find an opportunity for Gavin Blewett to maybe sneak down in that post and get a shot they didn't expect.
Inbounds pass yet to come. It does so to Pabin near the center line. He's into a double team and in some trouble. Works out of it to Moore with 20 seconds. Back to Pabin near the center circle. Guarded hard by Washington out there. Gets away to stop the 5 count. Down low to Blewett. Blewett underneath uses the rim to block away Alvey. And the bucket for Blewett is his second of the contest. 25-22, 2-1. Shot up at the buzzer by Vaughn, no good. And we head to halftime. And the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where the Camp Point Central Panthers have an upset on their mind. They lead Illini Bluffs 25-22.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. The place to go for your next vehicle purchase, whether you're looking for a pre-owned or new vehicle. The folks at Little Jess can get you hooked up and on your way. Visit Follow the Fiber, or how about Follow the Fiber? How about littlejessmotor.com? Too many websites in one brain.
Websites. Well, it's hard to funnel them all into one, Charlie.
It is.
Well, let's take a look at some initial stats here for Illini Bluffs. They've turned the basketball over 4 times here in the first half. Jaden Washington has 1 foul. Devin White has 2. Cole McCoy has 1. Toby Cooper has 1. And Hank Alvey has 1 for Clay Vass's Tigers. On the opposite side for James Barnett's Camp Point Central Panthers, also just 4 turnovers here in the first half. Caden Lohmeyer has a foul. Drew Pabin has 2. Cole Peterson has 1. Caden Niekamp has 1. Elijah Genenbacher has 1. Evan Walker, Robert Gooding, each with 1 foul whistled here in the first half. You're watching the Little Jess Motors halftime show. When we come back, halftime scoring and more, you're watching sectional championship action live on Central Illinois Sports.
Pressure's on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressure's on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressure's on You, 506 West Wood Hood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio, all at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, taking a look at halftime shooting and statistics. First for the Illini Bluffs Tigers, 6 of 21 from the floor, 0 of 7 from behind the arc, 7 of 10 from the charity stripe. Jaden Washington currently with 1 point, Wyatt Hendel with 3, Devin White with 2, Toby Cooper, with 4, and the leading scorer right now for the Tigers is Hank Alvey. He's got a dozen to go along with 5 rebounds. Hank Alvey currently 6 of 6 from the free throw line. On the opposite side for the Camp Point Central Panthers, 11 of 23 in the first half, 2 of 7 from long range. Both of those belong to Nick Moore, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Moore's got a dozen to lead the Panthers. Gavin Blewett's chipped in with 4, including that big bucket right at the end of the half. Drew Paven's got a basket for 2, and Elijah Ginnenbacher has knocked down some shots. He's got 7 on the night here for Camp Point Central. It is 25-22, Camp Point Central leading. Also Calhoun, Charlie, leading.
Actually now tied 33-33. West Central 33. And Calhoun, they just started the second half.
We've got that also on Central Illinois Sports. Put one on your tablet, one on your TV. Both of the winners tonight going to Jacksonville. It'll be a fun way to wrap up the evening here with us on Central Illinois Sports. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for second half action here from Abingdon Avon. Don't go anywhere. We're back in 2 minutes.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Is predator hunting your thing? Game Masters has you covered. We have way more than just deer and turkey hunting gear, safes, clothes, and gifts. Come check out our predator guns, calls, decoys, lights, traps, binoculars, bipods, tripods, and shooting sticks. Don't forget your thermal and night vision, rifle scopes, trapping equipment, and supplies. Whether your next game pursuit is big or small, runs or flies, Game Masters has what you need to get the job done. We're passionate about the outdoors.
This is Colt Mixer from Mixer Lumber Company in Clayton, Illinois. We have been selling grain bins for over 40 years. Our company provides years of experience, service, and quality products you can count on. GSI Grain Bins are a trusted company and are now offering their winter discounts. This is the time of year to order your new GSI Grain Bin. Mixer Lumber Company, where we treat people the way you want to be treated. Give us a call at 217-894-6412.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners. a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go full throttle!
Go full throttle.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams counties. Call 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Schumann and Emily Matthews at Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
We are just about ready for second half action. It'll be Illini Bluffs basketball to start the second half of play. They trail 25-22, Brian, in a game that at one point, when they were up 22-15, it kind of looked like the Tigers may kind of get away with a big lead at halftime, but Camp Point Central came storming back with a 10-0 run of their own to take this 3-point lead into the break.
Well, you know Clay Vass, he's no stranger to big basketball games. He's had a couple of tastes of Champaign before. He's had a taste of Des Moines, Iowa, and we coached over in Iowa. And, he'll make some adjustments here. The first 3 minutes are going to be very, very important to the outcome of this contest, and we'll see what the Panthers do to respond to whatever adjustments that Illini Bluffs has to make.
Illini Bluffs has White, Washington, Cooper, Alvey, and Hindle to start the second half. We'll set Camp Point Central's lineup once they have the basketball. Third quarter action in the sectional championship is underway on Central Illinois Sports. Washington gets the ball to White on the left side. Free throw line, Cooper. Lob pass down low, Alvey. Hangs high, gets it to go, and for another two, another basket for Hank Alvey, and a good start to the second half for the Illini Bluffs Tigers, who come out now on a 1-2-2 3-quarter court press. Genenbacher with the basketball, gets it to Pavin, and a 10-second call, a turnover on Camp Point Central. He is their fifth. So a little change on the defense to start the second half. Gives Illini Bluffs the ball right back. And they could take the lead right back here.
Panthers have seen a lot of full court pressure over the start of the season, but of course not to the length and advantage and the lateral movement ability of Illini Bluffs, Charlie.
Cooper, lob pass is tipped. It is a battle for it, and that's going to be we'll call it a shot and a rebound. Had it gone in, you would have called it 2 points. Into the front court with it comes Pavin. It's Pavin, Moore, Blewett, Genenbacher, and Niekamp for Camp Point Central. Has Moore with the basketball. Gets caught again on the switch. Shot no good. Rebound down to Pavin on the offensive side. They're switching the screens, and Moore's gotten switched off on Alvey a couple times, and when they've gone to switch back, Moore's gotten some good looks. Here's Blewett on the drive. Down low, creates a little space. Gets it to go. Gavin Blewett's got another two, and extends the Camp Point Central lead back out to a 3-point advantage on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Blewett doing the one thing you've got to do tonight against this tall team, and that is play unafraid, Charlie. No hesitation going into the post.
Hindle now gets it down low to Alvey. Alvey had it off of the defender's hand. They'll say no, it goes off of his foot last, and the turnover on Illini Bluffs is their fifth. Turnovers have not been a problem really for either squad.
No, and Illini Bluffs doesn't turn the basketball over too often, Charlie. About 10 times a basketball game, and more often than not, that'll keep you in it.
Pavin with it, gets it across the half-court line to Moore. Back out top to Drew Pavin. 6:27 to play here in this third period. And a 3-point Camp Point Central lead. Genenbacher on the left side. He'll try the dribble drive in. Gets right by Cooper, who blocks it from behind, though. As Toby Cooper got beat off the dribble that time. Probably a little surprised about the quickness of a guy the size of Genenbacher, but watch this defensive recovery on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Cooper says, not so fast, my friend.
No. They get the basketball into Blewett at the free throw line. He'll do a nice little spin move, goes up against double coverage, and the Panthers will reset.
Niekamp really not even looking to score offensively, so if you're Camp Point Central, you're basically playing with 4 offensive guys. Here's Pavin from Niekamp. Kicks it out to Moore. Moore off of the bounce. Kept it alive now Gets it back out to Ginnenbacher. He gets downhill to Payton. Left side, three, no good. Rebound down to Ginnenbacher. Power dribble, fade away. Jay can't go. And the rebound down to Alvey, and he's held by Niekamp.
Niekamp will pick up the foul for Camp Point Central. That will be his second of the quarter. Team first, or second of the ball game, team first of the quarter against the Panthers. And we'll see the Tigers take the basketball down as now Camp Point comes to meet them on the opposite side of the floor.
5:40 to play in the third in what's been a tight contest for the second half of the second quarter, and here into the third. White with it way out front against Moore. Looking down low, and they'll call this an offensive foul now away from the ball. And is this going to go against Albee?
We will see. It's going to be an offensive foul. They say that's going to go against number 22. That's going to be against Toby Cooper on the pick, Charlie.
It's going to be if we can see it on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay.
It's his second, team third.
Yep. He kind of saw him, kind of almost. The man didn't bring the defender to him. This ball batted out of bounds now by Hinder, but the man didn't bring the defender to him, so Cooper tried to help make up for it on the screen and kind of shoulder checked the guy. It's a pretty good call, really. Inbounds pass comes to Ginnenbacher. He'll bring it across the half-court line. Keeps the dribble now on the right wing. It's 27-24 Camp Point Central. Pavin near the center line. And a holding foul going to be called on Devin White.
For White, that's going to be his third now. And it's going to be the team's second, I believe, of the quarter here. Team second of the quarter against Illini Bluffs. For White, though, critical third foul. They get the basketball into Pavin. He'll survey the scene and get the cost of time stripe for Camp Point Central.
And we saw both teams sub a little in the first half, but they don't really want to go that deep. As now Blewett shoots a three, no good. Rebound run down on the offensive side, though, by the hustling Caden Niekamp. Maybe not the shot Camp Point Central wanted, but Caden Niekamp gets him a second chance opportunity as Blewett drives in against Albee, spins and spins, puts it up off the window, no good. Albee with a good defense and the rebound now. His seventh board. Outlet pass stolen away by Ginnenbacher, but his foot was on the sideline, so no turnover there, as he never controlled it in bounds. As Niekamp will sit down, here comes Peterson back into the game for Camp Point Central. 4:43 to play in the third, 27-24 the score, as Illini Bluffs trying to cut it closer.
Charlie, you talked about Caden Niekamp not really being looked at as a scoring option. I think what we're seeing here is a nice little rotation by James Barnett, really just trying to keep some physical pressure on Alvey as he gets that one up and good.
Once Alvey gets it in the post, man, he is tough to stop. And that's why Central's trying to deny the basketball to him, which has been easier said than done. He's having a good night again.
16 points on the night for the big man from Illini Bluffs.
Here's Ginnenbacher to Peterson in the corner. Ooh, he nearly traveled. Now gets it out top to Pavin. Pavin trying the dribble drive against Washington. He'll throw it back out of the wing. Now Ginnenbacher. 4:07 to play in this third period. Elijah Ginnenbacher, the junior. To Pavin. Pavin, Blewett, Moore, those three seniors don't leave the court much. Here's Moore. Had a little trouble with the dribble. Now Blewett gets inside. Spins, trying to go over the top of Albee. Shot no good. Another good defensive effort. And Cooper with the rebound.
Cooper's third rebound of the contest. Really a nice take, though, from Gavin Blewett. Almost had Albee faked out on the initial ball turn and then really was able to get a decent shot up, as we're going to get a foul here against Camp Point Central.
I think this will be against Peterson, as I say, he hip-checked Albee that time.
We'll wait for the official to confirm, and they do. It's Peterson's second, team second of the quarter against Camp Point Central. 3:34 left to go as the Panthers lead 27-26 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
We'll get a little perspiration wiped up on the court. They'll say, hey, how about a towel?
And as they do that, we'll remind you about Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete is ready to serve you. Phone call 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete.
Kudos to the assistant coach for Illini Bluffs with the strong towel game.
You know, everybody's got a role here, Charlie. Everyone's got a role.
Inbounds pass comes to Cooper, looking for Albee as he posts up down low. Turns, shoots, window, good. Albee with another two.
18 on the night for Hank Albee.
28-27, Illini Bluffs on top now. 3:22 to play in the third as the Tigers with a good start. Here's a turnover now by Camp Point Central as Pavin and Moore weren't on the same page. And the turnover by the Panthers gives it right back to Illini Bluffs, who has regained the momentum.
6th turnover of the contest here against Camp Point Central. With the basketball now is Washington. He'll work it around over to the right side. They'll try and kick it down into the corner. That's Toby Cooper. They try to get it stripped away. Here comes Moore on the run. Moore splits 2 defenders up with the right hand. No good. And Alvey will grab the rebound or not Alvey, excuse me. That will be Hendel.
A big miss on the other end, and now Alvey gets it and is fouled on the floor, the official says. So that shot will not count, even though it went in.
Foul on the floor against Camp Point Central. Looks like it's going to go against Peterson. And for Peterson, that's going to be his 3rd personal of the contest, team 3rd of the quarter, as Niekamp will check back in.
Underneath for Illini Bluffs, a 28-27 Tiger lead. Inbounds pass comes to Cooper. Wow, Alvey is getting, oh my goodness, they're going to call this an offensive foul on Hank Alvey?
Oh my. Illini Bluffs fans not happy about it. And they're going to call that against Alvey. That's going to be his 2nd personal foul of the contest, Charlie. Team number 3 of the quarter here against Illini Bluffs. Turnover on the Tigers will be their 6th.
They're almost going to have to call that like a hook and hold there by Alvey, as you saw in the Northwestern Mutual replay. But he and Niekamp were banging around. I thought for sure Niekamp would be whistled for that foul, but instead it goes against the offensive player. Wow. 2:45 to play in the 3rd. Moore with it on the right wing. Gets it out front to Ginnenbacher. He'll work the dribble drive in against Hendel. Now pulls it out beyond the perimeter to Drew Pavin. 2:29 to play in the 3rd. Here's Blewett on a pull-up jump shot for the lead, and he gives it right back to the Panthers on another tough jump shot by Blewett.
Nick Moore able to get that nice little curl screen, Charlie. Blewett was able to get just enough separation as Alvey stepped back waiting for him to drive in.
Lead changes, the 6th of the contest now. In the corner it goes to Cooper. Got the man off of his feet. Explodes in, off the window and in for 2. Nice job by Cooper. Used Blewett's aggressiveness against him that time and gets the easy bucket.
Toby Cooper's got half a dozen at 6.
Pavin to Ginnenbacher, yet to cross the half-court line. Now does, but tried to split a double team, and it's turned over. Turnover on Camp Point Central. 1:47 to play in the 3rd. White with it on the right side. He'd like a screen from Alvey, who's trying to post up. Now Alvey just says, give me the ball. He goes to work. Backside, Washington open. Shot up is good. Good find from Alvey to Washington, who puts it off the glass and in for 2. And the Illini Bluffs lead is out to 3. 32-29, 1:27 to play in this 3rd period. Moore with it on the right side for the 3 and the tie. In and out, no good. Went down, popped back out. And on the rebound, a foul against Camp Point Central's Ginnenbacher.
Ginnenbacher will pick up the foul. That's going to be his 2nd personal. It's going to be the 4th of the quarter here, Charlie. And that basketball went everywhere but down through the net for Nick Moore.
1:17 to play in the 3rd. You watch enough basketball and you kind of start to see things, a shot that should go in. That shot should have gone in that time. Hendel with it. A chance to expand on a 3-point lead. They trailed by 3 at the half, did Illini Bluffs. They've outscored Camp Point Central 10-4. Here is Cooper now with the 3, and his shot goes down. Cooper with the long ball. Makes it 35-29. Tigers with 47 seconds to play in this 3rd period.
First 3-pointer of the contest tonight for Illini Bluffs.
Got to get to the cross. Pavin does in the nick of time. Drives in. Bounce pass down low to Blewett. Offensive foul. As Cooper's back at the other end to draw the charge.
Blewett will pick up his 1st. That's the 5th of the quarter. Player control foul does not result in free throws the other way, as you see it here on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Good find. Blewett goes right into that man, and it looked like actually that Cooper's foot might have gotten tangled with his own man behind him, which is when he went down. It was just unfortunate timing if you're Gavin Blewett. 33 seconds to play in the 3rd. A 6-point lead and the basketball for the Tigers. Out top, Cooper, and here's an offensive foul. Or no, they're going to call the man for running through the screen this time in Ginnenbacher, I believe.
Ginnenbacher will pick up another foul. That's going to be his 3rd. And we should head to the free throw line here for some free throws, as it looks like Hank Alvey will be making his way to the charity stripe for Illini Bluffs. Alvey on the night, 6 attempts, 6 makes. 26.1 left to go as Illini Bluffs looks to extend this lead. First free throw's up, hangs on the rim, and it goes down. Knocked down the first one for Hank Alvey. Remind you really quickly about the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at the Moose Lodge 420. Tell them Big Merle and Rick sent you as the second one is up for Alvey and good. He's got now, Charlie, 20 points on the evening.
Been a big third quarter, 15-4 in the third for Illini Bluffs. 20 seconds to play in the third as their halftime adjustments on the defensive side have given Camp Points some trouble. Here's Ginnenbacher with the left wing. Gets it to Blewett with 10 seconds. Alvey guarding him on the perimeter. Blewett with the spin. Kicks left side, Niekamp with 5 to Ginnenbacher. Going to go to work with 3. Drives in, ball knocked loose, gets it back, puts up a shot that is blocked by Hindle, and we head to the fourth. It's Illini Bluffs with the big third quarter. They take an 8-point lead, 37-29 into the fourth. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Illini Bluffs shooting 12 of 28 through 3 quarters, 1 of 8 from behind the arc. They just knocked that one down here late in the third. 9 of 12 from the charity stripe. For Camp Point Central, 13 of 35 from the field, 2 of 11 from deep, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line as Niekamp is going to check in, and he will inbound here at midcourt for Camp Point Central as they trail now, Charlie, by 8 points to begin the fourth quarter.
Camp Point Central saw a 3-point lead at the half turn into this 8-point deficit as Illini Bluffs outscored them 15-4 in that third quarter. And here's a ball knocked away by the active hands of Devin White. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Central on the sideline.
You know, White really is a nice defender, kind of known for his offensive exploits, Charlie, but Clay Vass says he's really improved tremendously, especially on the defensive side, and he expects him to be one of the leading scorers in the Peoria area next season.
Paven, Moore, Niekamp, Ginnenbacher, and Blewett to start the fourth quarter for Camp Point Central. Moore with it on the right side, held scoreless in the third. Gets it to Paven, left wing 3, no good. Rebound down to White, and he's fouled. White is out there along with Washington, Cooper, Hindle, and Alvey, so both teams start the fourth quarter with their original starters.
Niekamp will pick up his third, team first of the quarters. We're just underway here in the fourth. Illini Bluffs will inbound. They've got the length of the floor to go, and they're met by full court pressure here from Camp Point. They'll inbound the basketball as Hindle will take a few dribbles and slowly work this up the court for Illini Bluffs.
Hindle brings it across the half-court line. On the right side, that's to Washington. Bounce pass to Cooper in the corner. Gets it to Alvey on the baseline. Can't go to work there, man, as he gets banged around. Now tries to get it back. Looks to the opposite wing to Hindle. Hindle going to feed Alvey again, guarded by Niekamp. Right back out. Cooper, 3, no good. And the rebound is loose, and it's going to be run down by Alvey all the way near the half-court line. Second chance opportunity here for Illini Bluffs.
Alvey's 8th rebound of the night comes very awkwardly at the mid-court stripe.
Washington now reaching a foul on Paven.
Paven will pick up his third personal. That's his first foul since he racked up 2 very early in the contest. Team second of the quarter here against Camp Point Central.
A minute and 1 second into this fourth quarter, and Illini Bluffs still has that 37-29 8-point lead. They're shooting for what would be their biggest lead of the contest right now.
Charlie, you're seeing Alvey really start to almost look first to get the basketball to someone else as he found Cooper on a wide open 3 as Blewett came inside, and they almost throw it away. Paven tries to get it. He'll throw it out of bounds as it doesn't go off of anyone, but the hustle play from Paven results with the Tigers inbounding the basketball.
They'll inbound it from the corner on the sideline here. 6:43 to play. An 8-point lead in the basketball for the orange-clad Illini Bluffs Tigers. Trying to get back to the Jacksonville Bowl for the second straight season. Here's White on a drive. Spins. Got the defender off of his feet. Can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Blewett for Camp Point Central. His quick outlet pass into the front court finds Paven. Camp Point Central needs some offensive mojo back their direction as they've gone a little quiet. Here's Moore. Free throw line jump shot good. When you need a bucket, you go to the man who gets buckets. That's Moore. He's got 14 and makes it a 6-point game again.
Moore so smooth and so confident at that free throw line jumper, Charlie. That's a basket shot that'll win you a lot of games.
Hendo with it. Works the pass out front to White, now to Cooper. Albee fighting hard underneath against Niekamp. Has about a foot size advantage. He'll drive, and now a foul going to be called on Niekamp underneath.
For Caden Niekamp, that's going to be his fourth. Team third of the quarter already here with 5:59 left to go. Illini Bluffs may be in a position to shoot a lot of free throws down the stretch as Peterson will check back in. And we expect to see Niekamp make his way to the bench for James Barnett's squad, much to a rousing applause from Camp Point Central, who know the defensive efforts he's put in tonight.
Underneath here for Illini Bluffs. Albee gets it on the inbounds. Right side to Cooper. Back down to Albee into a double team and a foul.
Foul's going to be on the floor. The shot should not count. It'll be the fourth now of the quarter against Camp Point Central, as the foul will go against Peterson. For Peterson, his fourth now of the contest, and the Panthers starting to run out of fouls for these guys who have been beating up on Albee.
Albee down low. Shot up, blocked by Moore. Rebound to Peterson, and a foul by Albee as he lost his balance.
Albee will get his third. Illini Bluffs fans wanting a foul. They don't get it on this one, as it'll be the third against Albee, first of the quarter against Illini Bluffs. 5:48 left to go here in the third, or the fourth, excuse me.
Final quarter of play.
Been a long game, feels like at least. Moore with the basketball as they try to get through this three-quarter court press. They get the basketball over to Pabin. Now they've got to work to get it across the timeline, and they do to Blue.
The three-quarter court pressure by Illini Bluffs hasn't necessarily resulted in a ton of turnovers, but it's slowed Camp Point Central just getting the ball up the court. Here's Moore. Free throw line jump shot. Good again. Moore with the score. He's got another two and cuts it down to a 4-point game as he's trying to will his team back into contention in this one.
16 on the night for Nick Moore.
5:11 to play on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. A timeout by Clay Bass. An Adams Network timeout. 5:08 remaining. Illini Bluffs a 4-point lead and the basketball when we come back.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Illini Bluffs takes the Adams Fiber timeout for top-notch local computer sales and service. Call Adams experts 217-214-3423. Fast, friendly, and affordable. Say that 5 times fast.
5:08 to play in this one. 37-33. The Tigers have the lead and the basketball out of the timeout here as Devin White will be the man to throw it in. He'll lob it up for Albee. Guarded by Peterson, who has 4 fouls. Now they could go on the floor after him here, and they'll call that a blocking foul, and Cole Peterson will foul out of the game.
Peterson's 5th of the contest. It'll be the 5th of the quarter against Camp Point Central as Albee will make his way to the charity stripe. And Charlie, we've seen the pattern here as James Barnett has rotated guys in on a pretty frequent basis here, and now he's going to be down a man as Peterson exits the contest. Albee will make his way to the charity stripe for his 9th and 10th tries of the evening. We also remind you, Jack Hall and the gang are down at Whitehall as West Central and Calhoun in a slobber knocker. As the first one goes in for Albee, he's got 21. Put one on your tablet, one on your TV, and keep track of both right now.
Camp Point Central wasn't happy about the call, but Albee, I mean, if you called every foul that has occurred on him tonight, he'd have shot 30 free throws by now.
Albie makes them both. He's 10 of 10 from the line, and he's got 22 points.
39-33, the lead for the Tigers with under 5 minutes to play. Genenbacher with the basketball, hands it to Pavin. On the right side to Moore. He'll work off of the Niekamp screen. Gets the switch with Cooper guarding him. Moore on the drive, free throw line, jump shot, good again. Moore with another two to make it 39-35.
Those free throw jumpers just becoming a little bit tougher now. Nick Moore really having to power through the defense to get up and elevate, but he knocks it down for his 18th point.
If you're Illini Bluffs, you'll take trading baskets back and forth the rest of the game because that means you win. Here's Washington on the drive, gets underneath, passes tip. Run down in the corner though by Hindle. He'll pull it out front and reset for the Tigers. Tigers 32-3 on the season. A couple of those losses to West Hancock. One to Elite 8 bound Macomb early on in the season.
Who'd have thunk it?
Lost their first two games and have lost one since. Here's White. Gets it out to Albie. Albie and Niekamp having quite the battle. Near the half-court line, Washington with under 4 minutes remaining. Washington, left side Hindle. Looking in the paint. Now free throw line Cooper. He'll fake and drive. Fakes. Puts it up. Shot no good. Contact no call. Rebound down to Blewett. He'll work it to Pavin on the trot into the front court now. Right side to Moore in a 4-point contest. Moore looks for the screen. Puts it on the deck. He's into a double team. He'll work the dribble out front in some trouble and stolen away by White. He'll pass it into the front court. Down low to Cooper who fakes. Puts it up and in. Steal and a bucket for the Tigers to make it 41-35.
Ninth turnover of the contest against Camp Point Central. Cooper's now got 11 as Blewett goes up with a shot, no good, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Hindle, his third of the game.
Illini Bluffs now to play a little keep away. 3:09 left, up by 6. Pass into the front court comes to Albie. He'll hold it out front against Niekamp. Now puts it on the deck. It's knocked away by Pavin from behind, out of bounds. It's a battle for it. And they'll say Pavin touched it last. As Pavin and Washington get tangled up, and they'll help up Washington, and James Barnett, I believe, would like to call the Adams Network timeout. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left in regulation. It's Illini Bluffs 41, Camp Point Central 35.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
It's an Adams Fiber timeout for reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you. Adams Fiber is local and provides the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more as we come out of the Camp Point Central timeout. Each team now, Charlie, with 3 opportunities to stop the clock here in the remaining 2:58. The most important thing now, Illini Bluffs is in bonus for the last 3 minutes of the contest.
If they make free throws down the stretch here, they will win, and they've made free throws for the most part in this contest, including 10 of 10 by Hank Albie. Ball out top to Cooper. To Albie, top of the key. Gets it off on the right side, that's to White. A little flex offense here for Illini Bluffs, up by 6. Trying to burn a little clock, possibly. Albie on near the sideline against Niekamp. Back out front. Now right back to Albie. He'll turn and face. Puts it on the deck. Going to spin back inside into the middle. Got to get out of the lane. Turnaround shot. Good by Albie. Put it up and knocked it home. Albie with another 2 makes it an 8-point game. 24 for the big man tonight.
He has worked his tail off tonight to get every one of those points, as now the pass is going to go over Blewett's head. It's too high, and a turnover against Camp Point Central. They're 10.
And a critical turnover here with 2:07 remaining. An 8-point lead in the basketball now for Illini Bluffs. Washington to White. White will let everybody clear out, and he'll bring it up. Nope, now to Hindle. Hindle across the half-court line, shoves off, and the referee calls a block.
He's going to call it against Pabin. For Drew Pabin, that's going to be his 4th personal foul of the contest, and it's going to send Illini Bluffs back to the free throw line as Hindle will step to the free throw line. He has not been at the free throw line here tonight. According to the stats that Clay Vass provided us, he is a 69% free throw shooter. He'll step to the line here for Illini Bluffs. 1:58 left to go here in the contest. First one up out of the right hand of Hindle is out of the hands and off the rim and no good. As we remind you tonight about Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call. 217-285-5548. Locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. The senior eyes up the second one. Up and down through the net is Pure. He's got 4 points on the night.
Ties the biggest lead of the contest. This 9-point bulge with 1:54 remaining. Pabin in the backcourt, works it across the time stripe. Picks it up at the free throw line. Trying to find Blewett and nearly threw it away, but there's Ginnenbacher to save the day. Off to Blewett. Blewett for a 3, no good off the back iron. And the rebound pulled down by White. He'll be fouled by Ginnenbacher. And we'll see Devin White walk to the other end to shoot free throws.
4th foul of the basketball game against Ginnenbacher, as Illini Bluffs will get some more free throw opportunities here with 1:36 left to go. And stepping to the free throw line is going to be Devin White. He had 2 opportunities here, missed the first one, had that free throw line violation, Charlie, on the second, as he'll step to the line for his 3rd and 4th tries here tonight. As so glad you're watching us here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. If you're tuning into both games, hey, we love having you. First one is up and no good. Out of the hands of Devin White. A nice opportunity here as West Central leads Calhoun 62-58 late in the 4th. Winners of both games go to the Jacksonville Super on Monday. We'll have it for you on the NFHS network as the second free throw is up and good for Devin White. He's got 3 points on the evening.
10-point game with 1:35 left. Biggest lead of the contest on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard for Illini Bluffs right now. Moore in the backcourt. Works it across on the pass to Ginnenbacher near the sideline. Out to Pabin. Pabin puts it on the deck. Drives. Jump stop. Pass on the left side. Niekamp with 1:18 to play. The time not the friend of Camp Point Central. Moore with it on the wing to Pabin. They work off of the Blewett screen. Gets downhill. Little left-hand runner, no good. Moore with the rebound. Put back, won't fall. But fouled by White. And Nick Moore will shoot 2.
White will pick up his 4th personal foul. That's just the 2nd of the quarter now against Illini Bluffs as Nick Moore, will step to the free throw line. Just a couple of attempts here on the night for Nick Moore as the Panthers, Charlie, just at the free throw line for their 5th and 6th tries of the evening. Something that's a little out of sorts here for Camp Point Central. Nick Moore's first free throw is up, and it is no good. Checking back in for Illini Bluffs, Cole McCoy will come back in as Devin White will get a seat for Clay Vass's squad. Reaching crunch time here for Camp Point Central. Nick Moore, the consummate professional, steps to the free throw line for the second one, also makes a miss, and now the rebound comes down into the hands of Wyatt Hindle. Gets stripped away, though, a turnover on Illini Bluffs as Blewett got a hand on it. He's going to lose the basketball. The 2 teams trade turnovers, and it remains in the hands of Illini Bluffs with 1:02 left to go.
1:02 left and a 10-point lead for Illini Bluffs. Inbounds pass comes to Cooper. Now to Hindle with under a minute to play. Trying to trap in the backcourt is Camp Point Central. Albee finds the open man to McCoy into the front court. Attacks the rack. Runner up. Good by McCoy. The lead is a dozen now for the Tigers with 47 seconds remaining. As their fans rise to a roar. Here's Pabin on the drive, and they'll say he's fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Pabin will step to the line as the officials will report the foul. That is going to go against Wyatt Hindle, they say. For Hindle, just his first of the contest, 3rd against the Tigers here in the quarter. As Pabin steps to the free throw line, just 2 points here on the evening for the senior guard. 42 seconds left to go. Winner goes to Jacksonville as Pabin misses the first. So far, Camp Point Central is 3 of 9 tonight from the line. Charlie, as Illini Bluffs takes the Adams Fiber timeout. We will take it too. It's just a 30-second one. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with the finish.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Western Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Western Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Western Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com.
For the fastest internet experience available, including Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to 1 gigabit, visit followthefiber.net to learn more about Adams Fiber and Adams Network as West Central Charlie defeats Calhoun. They're heading to the bowl coming up on Monday night. Their opponent to be determined here in maybe about 40 seconds. Pavin will step to the free throw line. Camp Point Central tonight shooting just 3 of 9 from the free throw line as the second one up. It's also no good, but Niekamp flies in. He'll grab an offensive rebound. 40 seconds left to go. Panthers have got to move. Pavin drives in between the leg dribble. Crossover, spin move, almost falls. Now he does, and the basketball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go the way of Illini Bluffs.
Tigers fans have been on their feet for the last couple of minutes. They can feel win number 33 coming their way. And a trip to the Super Sectional, and what will be an outstanding game, and now a holding foul called on the inbounds play on Blewett, and they'll walk to the other end to shoot free throws.
Gavin Blewett will get whistled for his second of the evening. 2 more free throws coming the way here for Illini Bluffs, who is 13 of 18 so far on the evening. And stepping to the line will be Kobe Cooper for his first tries of the night, as Lohmeyer will check back in, and Pavin will take a seat.
Actually called it on Pavin, so he fouls out.
They called it on Pavin, excuse me.
Yeah, I didn't see that either, but he fouls out of the game, so the basketball career of Drew Pavin coming to an end with his 5th foul.
First free throw out of the hands of Cooper, up and no good. Just Cooper's first attempts here at the line tonight.
Everybody else, other than Alvey, has struggled from the free throw line, but he's got enough attempts to make up for the team percentage.
Cooper's second one, also a miss. Rebound comes down into the hands of Genenbacher. That's his 4th.
30 seconds left. He'll bring it into the front court. Euro step in, a little runner up, no good. Rebound tipped around. White gets hit in the eye, no call. Now he's just trying to get free with it. Camp Point Central will not foul. And a chance for Illini Bluffs just to dribble this one out. As the Illini Bluffs Tigers redemption tour continues. Next stop, the Jacksonville Bowl on Monday night against the West Central Cougars. 2 teams that have won 30-plus games on the season will match up with a chance to play in the state tournament on the line. Final in this one, Illini Bluffs 47, Camp Point Central 35. The Panthers bow out on the season with a record of 25-9. 33-3 now for Illini Bluffs, and we take you to the Blessing Health System postgame show. Final stats through away next on Central Illinois Sports.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh?
Doctor,
Next, how about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here. Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Blessing Health System post-game show. The Illini Bluffs Tigers take the sectional championship with a 47-35 win over the Camp Point Central Panthers. Trailed at halftime 25-22, but a dominant second half performance by this Illini Bluffs Tigers team. finds them back at the Jacksonville Bowl next Monday night for their second straight Super Sectional.
Second straight Super Sectional, third in school history, Charlie. They were back there in 1981 when they lost to Danville Charlemagne in a really nice Elite Eight season field that year. So maybe this is the year here for Illini Bluffs. They've been dreaming about it since the shot last year that took them out. And this is a really nice basketball team. As we'll go down some final numbers for you tonight. First for the victors on the scoreboard, the Illini Bluffs Tigers. They shoot 15 of 36 from the field, 1 of 9 from long range, and 13 of 20 from the charity stripe. Maybe the big difference maker here tonight. Jaden Washington finishes with 3 points. Wyatt Hendel finishes with 4. Devin White chips in 3. Cole McCoy with 2. Toby Cooper with 11. And the leading scorer on the evening, Hank Alvey, finishes with 24 points to go along with 8 rebounds. He is 10 of 10 from the free throw line here tonight. Normally shoots about 72% from the field. Illini Bluffs committed 7 turnovers on the evening. No one fouled out. Devin White did finish with 4 fouls, though, for Illini Bluffs. On the opposite side for James Barnett's Camp Point Central Panthers, whose run comes to an end here tonight with a record of 25 wins, 9 losses. Nick Moore, a standout career, finishes with 18 points on the night, Gavin Blewett finishes with 8. Drew Pabin chips in a couple of free throws for 2. Elijah Genenbacher ends up with 7. Camp Point Central shoots 16 of 44 overall, 2 of 13 from long range. Those came out of the hands of Nick Moore. They missed their last 6 3 attempts after that. Camp Point Central, 3 of 10 tonight from the line to go along with a dozen turnovers.
Well, you have to give a lot of credit to Clay Vass. He made some adjustments at halftime, especially on the defensive side, that three-quarter court pressure, which forced a couple of turnovers early in the third quarter. Central really never settled back in offensively, scoring just 10 points in the second half while surrendering 25 on the other side for Illini Bluffs. And there's just not enough good things you can say about this Illini Bluffs Tigers squad. A complete team, good guards, good height. But man, Brian, it is hard not to be impressed by the type of beating that Hank Alvey takes in the post night in and night out. And the fact that he's still, after this contest, walking around high-fiving some young guys, getting some pictures taken, and just led his team to their second straight sectional title.
Well, let's give it a little bit of credit here to James Barnett. He knew what had to happen to at least give his team an opportunity. That was, you had to kind of play what they call the old Michael Jordan rules, Charlie. You got to give that guy a touch as often as you can, and you've got to keep a physical body on him. That's what Camp Point Central tried to do all night long. You talked about the beating that Alvey got, and everyone was complaining maybe they didn't like a foul here, a foul there. The officials knew what was going on. They played a pretty good game here tonight. Not much to say about the officials. It was just one of those kind of contests, a hard-fought game, and of course Alvey still finishes with 24 in a lesser game, Charlie, where maybe he doesn't get beat around and pushed as much. Who knows how many points he racks up here tonight. But wow, what a career coming to the end for these guys from Camp Point Central, Charlie. Back-to-back regional championships, back-to-back appearances in a sectional championship to just go along with what has been a stellar all-around athletic run for this group of seniors.
It is the Blessing Health System post-game show with locations throughout the region. Blessing Health System is here to serve your family with walk-in, primary, emergency medicine, and specialty care as well. Learn more at blessinghealth.org. We'll pause for a timeout here on the Blessing Health System post-game show. We'll name our player of the game. It rhymes with Bank Palvey. Don't want to give it away, but we'll have to stay tuned to find out who it is when we come back.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Time to take a look at our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And I mean, to live up to the hype that has happened this season, first of all for Illini Bluffs as a team, but specifically for Hank Alvey, an impressive effort in the sectional championship win tonight.
24 points, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, goes along with 8 rebounds on the evening. Took a beating from basically the starting tip. You know, Clay Vass told us ahead of this game, he said, you know, this guy has went against bigs at Normal Community, Rockford Lutheran, Salarina, Lexington, Peoria Richwoods. I can't imagine who that big man is that he might have had to go against, flipping Lathan Somerville. And he still comes up with a heck of a performance here. But, Charlie, that's the type of work you have to put in to come into this type of atmosphere and still put up that type of performance. Definitely a player of the game worthy effort tonight.
They'll meet West Central in what should be an absolutely outstanding matchup. You'll get to see 2,000-plus point career scorer in Zach Evans, along with Chance Little and Mason Berry in the senior leadership against Hank Alvey, Toby Cooper, White Washington, and Hindle in what should be a tremendous matchup and what will be an absolutely packed house at the Jacksonville Bowl come Monday night.
If you can't make it on the Bowl, we will be giving you the broadcast on the NFHS network, Charlie. It's $12 for that month subscription, but, you know, for a matchup like that, I think it's probably going to be well worth it if you don't plan on traveling to Jacksonville.
Central Illinois Sports is partnering with the NFHS network to broadcast the games from both the Jacksonville Bowl and the Springfield Bank of Springfield Center for the 2A and 3A Supers. So you'll be able to watch the games, not just have the camera and some crowd noise, and actual broadcast of those Super Sectionals. We hope you'll join us on the NFHS network. Here, we're glad you've joined us on YouTube. It's free because of the great sponsors throughout the season. A special shout out to our friends from Camp Point, who are big supporters of Central Illinois Sports, and we certainly appreciate their support. And we encourage you to spend your dollars with the folks who support your local programs, no matter where that is. Congratulations to Camp Point Central on an outstanding season that ends in the sectional championship. Congratulations to Illini Bluffs. Clay Vass with another postseason victory and an illustrious career for Coach Vass. His squad one game away again now from the state tournament, Brian.
And it's not going to be any easier coming up for them or for West Central. It should be a heck of a contest and the exact type of matchup you want to see as Illini Bluffs, the preseason favorite in Aaron Britton's Nesto Hoops poll. They ended the season at number 2. Winchester West Central, the number 2 ranked team in the state in the Associated Press poll, I believe. Number 4 in the end on Britton's Nesto Hoops poll. And what a game it's going to be coming up on Monday.
Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. And hope that you will join us on the NFHS network. For Jessica Hull, our camera person here this evening, Brian Shoemaker alongside, I'm Charlie Hull. We can't thank you enough for joining us tonight and throughout the season live on YouTube with Central Illinois Sports. Illini Bluffs 47, Camp Point Central 35, and what's been another Central Illinois Sports presentation.